cleaned up a little bit. Not too much. Oops. Phone's all filthy. Got a new little visitor to Fang's garage. New exhibit for the museum. I'm thinking maybe I will get another light tomorrow. One more. One more light. What is this? Random piece of paper. Okay. So where we last left off, the X500, half of the handlebars are on there. Well, half of the controls for the bars are on there. I do have a little side quest that needs to be done. I think probably should be priority number 1, and that is the Vulcan. I went out and got some Marvel mystery oil for it. So I plan on putting some in the cylinders to see if I can't get it, I don't know, loosened up a little bit. Let's see. Put this on.
Hello, my name is Alexander Yarmak.
Oh,
Until
okay.
2022, I was a musician and...
Scribe is how you stop.
Scribe? All right, Scribe.
Over and over.
Over and over with the Scribe ad. Okay. Let me get some of this stuff squared away real quick, turned around, upside down, and I will get the EX500 kind of maneuvered a little bit better so we can get a better look at it. But first, let me actually take you guys over to the Kawasaki Vulcan, and let me grab my headlamp. Just charge up all my lights and stuff today. Tried to kind of clean up a little bit without ruining the essence of Fang's garage. But something I wanted you guys to check out real quick. Something weird. Something strange. Do I still smoke cigarettes to the higher? No, I do not. I maybe smoke a cigarette, I don't know, twice a year. If it's some special occasion or something, or if I just feel like it. I used to smoke 2 packs a day. But I use a vape now. The strongest nicotine that I could find. But this little box right here, super strange. Can you guys see what is on this box? What's up, Briar? How you doing, buddy? You guys see what's on this box? Little decal. It's kind of a weird box. But check this out. Got this for $2. I believe this is maybe a whale vertebrae. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Yeah, so I got this weird little box. Somebody gave it to me. Any guesses before I open it up? What's inside the box? You can kind of see what it is. What's up, Steven? Any guesses? It's almost Christmas. Uh-oh, Jessica. Jessica, somebody. I don't know. This is kind of strange. No, that's very small, PSA. Tooth Fairy box. You are correct, Jessica. My gosh. Somebody's teeth. And somehow it ended up in Fang's garage. Pretty bizarre, right? What I will do with it, who knows? Maybe just throw it in the bone collection. All right. Let me get this all set up and get Courtney. I don't know. She looks kind of agitable today. We'll see. Let me get this actually, yeah, I wanted to do the Vulcan first. Yeah, let me get my headlamp and stuff. Let me get my extremely advanced headlamp. This thing is cutting edge, to say the least. I believe I got it for 45 cents on Temu, so it is definitely earning its 28 cents price tag. Let me grab some of this Marble Mystery Oil, and also I will grab some of this and some of this, and yeah, I'll probably leave little guy here. We got a little RIT die on him earlier. Leave him here. He can guard the battery. All right, keep an eye on that, buddy. Okay, let's go. Come on. What's up, OU812? That's right, the higher. Livestock vertebrae. Okay, Shish Mareth. All right, livestock vertebrae. I'm going to look into that. I just assumed it was whale because it was kind of large, but you are probably right. It's probably livestock. I'm going to look up some Google images of livestock vertebrae now. Respect from London, UK. What's up, Gore-Tex? How you doing, buddy? We are working on the Kawasaki Vulcan 900. Just trying to get the bar set up real quick so I can use it for the clamp. There we go. Might be a human's clavicle. Okay, the higher. I will look into that. I don't. Last time I looked at a. Last time I looked at a human clavicle bone, it looked a little bit different, but it was kind of busted up. So I'm not 100% positive what a whole human clavicle bone would look like. But I'm going to look up some images of that as well. Hold on real quick, guys. Let me just get this situated a little bit better. There we go. Good enough. Got the co-host, Courtney, here. And she's going to be reading off the ingredients to the Marble Mystery Oil. She is a little bit quiet. She's a little soft-spoken. And now I realize that I actually need the ratchet now that I set everything up. Let me put you guys on the ratchet vision.
If you're sexually active and unvaccinated, it could still be you. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those
Nice.
who
Give
don't
you a
clear
little
the
look at
virus,
the
it
rigid
can cause
frame.
cancers.
Hopefully I'm going to be getting that fixed soon. This mount right here is cracked. The weld is completely cracked. So that's nice.
Gardasil 9 doesn't protect everyone. It doesn't treat cancer or HPV infection.
Oh, okay. Sorry, folks. I forgot I needed a socket and a couple extensions, which I have right here. Now we can pull the spark plugs out and throw some Marble Mystery Oil in there. And maybe I'll try and turn it over today. Or maybe, I don't know. Probably should be sitting in there for a decent amount of time, right? Do you work on cars also? Yeah, I do work on cars, the higher. I used to work on cars a lot more than I do now. But yeah, I still work on cars from time to time. Mostly not newer cars. I don't usually work on, I don't know, not super new cars, obviously. Teslas and stuff, that's like alien technology. I have no idea. Gonna take this spark plug out real quick so I can inject some of this Marvel Mystery Oil. I've never used this stuff before, but I've heard people ranting and raving about it. I also heard people talking about Croil all the time, and then I looked up how expensive it was, and I was like, okay, let me look up anything else, because this is like, it's essentially as expensive as liquid gold. So the spark plug doesn't look terrible, but if you look on my shorts, that I posted a short earlier today where I took a little camera, one of those little, I don't know what it's called, but endoscope camera maybe. I took the spark plug out and stuck it in there, and the top of the cylinder looked pretty rusted, so not too promising with that. I'm not too excited about that, so we will see what happens. Can I put a LS1 motor in a Chevy Caprice? Probably not. So right now, guys, I am working on a Kawasaki Vulcan 900. Here's the bike right here. Oh, most of it. Basically, I am putting some Marvel Mystery Oil in the cylinders because when I attempted to start it, it was stuck. I also put it in first gear and attempted to roll it to try and loosen up, make sure that it could like roll, and make sure the pistons would move and stuff. Would not roll, won't budge. So normally what I would do is put it in like second gear and try that, or third or whatever, make it a little bit easier. But unfortunately there's some kind of system, I think it's called positive neutral finder on these Kawasaki Vulcan 900s, where I guess the engine has to be going a certain RPMs before you can actually shift it out of, you can only shift it into first or neutral, or else it has to be going at a certain RPM. So that's essentially impossible to do if you want to try and, push start it or, bump start it. You could try it in first, but I highly doubt. I mean, it'd probably be pretty hard. So get some of this oil out of here, last little couple of drops, and grab the syringe. And sorry guys, didn't realize, could not see what I was doing. I'm just going to fill up this syringe with some of this Marvel Mystery Oil and try not to knock it over. This syringe is normally for brake fluid, or I'm sorry, fork fluid, to measure fork fluid. I'm going to just put like, I guess, single use only. Yeah, right. Single use my butt, right, Courtney? I'm going to just put like 20 milliliters in there of the Marvel Mystery Oil. Let me actually read your guys' comments before I do it, in case anyone's like, do not put that in there. Let's see. What's wrong with the bike? Do you like Katana 600? I have not rode a Katana 600. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure I'd probably like it. I was thinking a funny goal at some point would be to try and have 100 different motorcycles. Yeah, if I try and do that someday, maybe I'll get a Katana 600 and try it out. And I'll say, well, I have to have 100 different ones, so we got to at least get the Katana. That's a cool name for sure. I like the name. Katana. I mean, it sounds like you're about to freaking do something sick on the bike. You're riding around I think it's a Suzuki Katana. I mean, it sounds freaking sick. Like, oh, what kind of motorcycle you ride? It's it's the same name as a freaking blade, a katana. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, it sounds pretty cool to me. This stupid thing, gosh, diddly darn it. Let me go ahead and grab a little screwdriver or something. This thing syringe hose is like all floppy and flaccid, so I can't freaking maneuver it in there, if you know what I'm saying. It's like I cannot. It's like trying to stick a noodle into a freaking stainless steel washer. It's like not gonna just like flop right in there. Like you're gonna have to kind of fish it through, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and fish it through with this. A little bit of help. Let's maneuver it through. All right. We can still make it work. Once it's in there, it's in there. Like it's going to, it's not going to be that bad. I could just squirt all the Marble Mystery Oil in there and let it work its magic and see what happens. Might have to sit for some time. I'm not sure. Maybe a couple months. Who knows? I'll have to look it up. For all I know, this thing could have to sit for 9 months. And then who knows what will happen.
It's easier than ever.
Maybe a little miniature chopper will be out here. I'll be like, where'd this come from?
For your scientific needs.
Okay, it's in there. I think it's pretty much enough in there where I can squirt it. Kind of trying to use it like a plumbing snake. It's not exactly what the manufacturer recommends. Okay, it's in there. All right, time to inject the secret potion in there. You ready? Let's do it. Oh gosh, I think it's harder to squeeze than I anticipate. Okay, now it's going in. Let me just make sure it's not just overflowing out of the top. I'll put 20 in here. I'll put 20 in the other one and just see what happens. I have no idea. Everyone was ranting and raving about this stuff. People were also saying use acetone and ATF. So I'm sure that this will help. Also put a little bit of just regular motor oil in there earlier, but I'm sure I got probably about 2% of it actually in there. So let me move this over to the other side real quick. Take it on the other side, guys, as the red hot, whatever, I can't remember the name, red hot banana ghost pepper, I can't, as they would say. Take it on the other side. Let me go ahead and grab this other spark plug out of here real quick and throw some more of this Marble Mystery Oil in there as Courtney ominously peeks over the brake pedal. She's peeking. Okay, let me just fish this. They literally made it so... it is so freaking tight in there to get the spark plug out. It's like it goes in there like the craziest little puzzle weaving through there. There's literally one way to do it. You have to have exactly the right amount of freaking extensions and at the right angle. There's all this emissions junk all over the top of this engine. It's such a mess. All right, got the other spark plug out, and go ahead and grab the mystery oil. It truly is a mystery what is inside of this, and no one actually knows. The manufacturers do not know. It just kind of appears in the factory every day, and no one's allowed to talk about it. It's kind of strange. Let me put this on the ground before I knock it over. As per tradition in Fang's garage, where I knock something over, break something, etc. All right, pull some of this out. Okay. And just quickly try and dart and throw this thing into here without spilling it all over the top of the engine. You guys are going to get a close-up of the top of my head and my male pattern baldness for a couple seconds, because even I can't see what I'm trying to see. If I can't see it, then you guys for sure probably can't. Let me get a screwdriver in here real quick. My goodness, I'm glad that I waited until nighttime to do this. Otherwise, I could probably see exactly what I was doing. This stuff does not smell that great. It smells like peppermint. And I'm not in the peppermint mood. I'm really not in a peppermint mood right now. With how much trouble this thing is giving me going in there. This is seriously like a surgical procedure at this point. I am like going through a tiny incision trying to weasel this little... Got it! See? If I just continue talking about it, it just happens. But I don't like the smell. It seriously smells like peppermint. The hose came out. Dang it. I'm convinced at this point that they added a peppermint smell or something. And they're like, people are going to love it. Intense, heavy breathing as I attempt to maneuver this hose in here. Come on, you stinking thing. Like I said, it's so hard to get anything in there. I could completely take apart the little air system and it'll give me like a quarter-inch more room. But I don't think that's worth it because this is only going to be in there for like 20 seconds. So it'll take me probably about 10 minutes to take all that stuff off. And if I do it like this, the lazy way, it'll probably take me about an hour to fish this little hose in there. Unless, here we go, got it. I think. I believe it is in there almost enough. Try and twist it around a little bit, make sure it's all the way. Oh crap. Okay, I'm about done doing this. This is stupid. It'd be 1,000% easier if this thing was not all floppy. This video is not sponsored by Hims, by the way, for male pattern baldness. In case you were curious, it is not. I don't think that stuff actually works for male pattern baldness. I highly doubt it. I really doubt it. They're like, if it, you'll see 4 hairs in 7 years. Like, oh, good. I just paid $25,000 for 4 more hairs on my head. Okay. I'm not even sure those hairs, I'm pretty sure they were already there. They're just a little shy. Okay. This stupid thing. Gosh dang it. Forget this. I'm done. I'm done. I am seriously done, guys. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done not taking parts off. I gotta take something off. I seriously gotta take something off. And it's gonna be this little tiny bracket right here. And I should have a lot more room. I probably should have done this from the beginning.
Vibe coding could be a lot of fun until it's not. From back-end integration to product
Okay.
launch, Fiverr's
About
got
that.
the experts to bring your
See if that
product
will work.
to life. Hire an expert today on Fiverr.
If you're following along with your Vulcan 900 and you're putting Marble Mystery Oil into the cylinders, go ahead and make sure that you get your Phillips head screwdriver stuck in your beard as you stick it into the cylinder. Bonus points if it's covered in any sort of liquid or grease or anything like that. So if that is on your bingo card for Fang's Garage Live tonight, go ahead and check that off.
Plan now required. It was an idea.
All right, I am getting so frustrated that I am about to just go ahead and blast the Marble Mystery Oil all up inside there and just hope that it goes down into the cylinder. I can't believe that it is this hard to do this. I was imagining in my mind this would probably take about 30 seconds. And I feel like I've been here for about 45 minutes. So I'm going to try a little bit more, and then I will scream and give up and do it the ultimate lazy way. The only concern is there's like a little hole right there next to it, and I'm thinking, like, what if that's like a port that goes outside to the outside of the cylinder or something, and then I'm like just dumping all the Marble Mystery Oil all on the side of the cylinder. Oh, I got it. Almost got it. Yeah. I'm trying to spin it around so it like gets a little bit of rigidity and goes into the hole a little bit easier. Nice, got it in. Okay, let me quickly inject this fluid in here. Going in, I'm watching the spark plug hole, and none of it's coming out, so it's good. Just about done. All right, that's all in there. Okay. Nice. Got it all out. Got it all in. Okay. That was quite the experience there. All right. Going to leave it out there, and I'm going to let that sit, and maybe if we have time, I'll try and crank it over before the end of the live stream. Let me grab the camera, move it over here, and get you guys set back up. The Vulcan 900 is going to sit for a little bit with the Marble Mystery Oil in it, and I will have to put the spark plugs back in. All right, let me read some of your comments real quick, guys. Sorry, I've been locked in somewhat. What's up, Alden the biker? How you doing, buddy? What kind of bike do you have? By chance, have you seen my dog? You know what, Rob? I have not seen your dog anywhere. This dirt was it was already loose. It's been loose like this. I haven't dug anything for a while, to be honest with you, Rob. Hold on, my camera's a little dirty. But yeah, you know what, Rob? I haven't been digging anything. When I took this part off the motorcycle, I purposely buried it. All right, so as far as your dog, Rob, I'm not really positive. You have to check. Maybe you could check with the Humane Society or something and see if possibly someone maybe dropped it off. What do you guys think? Rob, he has a little dog and it was digging between our fences. He's one of my other catty corner neighbors. And I asked him I asked politely to just kind of keep the dog away from the fence. And for whatever reason, he couldn't contain the dog. I'm not really sure. But somehow it ended up digging another hole in between the fences. So that's the dilemma between me and Rob, Mac. But Rob is a good neighbor. We had him over for Thanksgiving last year, and he brought the sweet potatoes, and they were delicious, Rob. I told your wife that they were delicious. So, but as far as your dog, Rob, I'm not 100% positive, buddy. I will keep an eye out for it, though. So, again, if anyone sees a small dog, it looks like a Wishbone dog, like the dog from Wishbone, let Rob know. I put his phone number and home address in the pinned comment down below. So let him know if you see his little dog. It looks like basically the Wishbone dog. Let me get the EX500 moved out of the way. Let's see. Todd Toby. Perfect, or put in perfect amount. Smells like sassafras. Okay, yeah, it does smell like sassafras. Is that head named Karen? Can I borrow her for a sec? One life to live. No, her name is Courtney. She is the co-host, so she's gonna have to stay here and help out. She's reading all the comments and making sure you guys are behaving yourselves. What is the best and cheap motorcycle for a 20-year-old boy? If I was a 20-year-old boy, I'd probably buy a Honda Rebel. Not necessarily the best motorcycle, but pretty cheap and easy to work on. Easy to learn how to work on bikes with the Honda Rebel. Sweep your garage, bro. You know what, Tyler, you're right. I gotta sweep the garage. I'm not gonna lie. I was doing a little bit of cleaning today, a little bit of organizing, and I actually had that same thought, Tyler. I was like, I gotta freaking clean this garage. ATF works great too. Okay, pimping out. That's what I heard online. Acetone and ATF. But I have never tried that before. So I'm willing to try anything just to get it to crank over. That'd be cool. If the piston rings are all screwed up, who knows? Bro, I think one of the people from the good movie Strangers. Bro, I think one of the people from the movie Strangers is watching you. Yeah, they are. I have actually a whole crew of people right over here in the shadows. They got boom mics, and there's a actual couple other cameras over here. And Craft Services is actually right around the corner right here. So they have some good snacks tonight. They have an artichoke dip. It's pretty good. I don't even like artichoke, honestly, that much. But they made me like it because I was like, wow. They had this pita bread to dip the artichoke dip in. It was freaking delish. Let me read this. Just hounded what wrenching on? Sorry, I read that insanely badly. I am wrenching on the Kawasaki Vulcan, and I'm going to turn this around real quick and try and get the other handlebar controls on there. Let me move this exercise bike a little bit and turn this around. Earlier today on the live that I did in the daytime, I ended up getting these handlebars on here along with the adapter. So let me go ahead and turn this thing around, and then I'll get a better camera angle for you guys because I know it's kind of messed up right now. Oh crap. Okay. Oh, that would look cool. I should do some really weird handlebars on this. I was thinking some, I don't know. Uh-oh. That's hitting the windshield now. Okay. I don't know. Some like dual. I always thought some dual handlebars would be cool. And by dual, I mean like some bars where you could be tucked down behind a fairing using it with a throttle and brakes and everything. And then another set that is like higher up. Because initially I was thinking like adjustable. And then I was thinking, nah, that's kind of crazy. Like, what if something actually like, I don't know, became unadjusted while riding? Let's see if I can't get this put it more of an angle. Actually, be a better view for you guys. I also put some vinegar in this coffin gas tank. So, yeah, I have not checked on that really. Kind of glimpsed at it for a second today, but did not fully drain it or anything yet. All right, this looks pretty much good, I think. Let me get this, actually, I think maybe I'll just put it on the center stand. Might be a little bit nicer. On my old XS650, I took the center stand off right away. I was like, I don't need that. But it was obviously, that was more of a chopper, but it is kind of nice with this, having a center stand. Nice. Okay. Got it all set up. Let me get you guys all set up, and then we will get all set up with the setup. Okay. Joined. Nice. Thanks. Not an original guy at all. Thanks for the join. Howdy, Zach. How you doing, buddy? I like the music I am playing. Remember, let me check what music I'm listening to right now, so you can do more than just remember. You can actually go and listen to it yourself. And let me check what that music is for you real quick. What the woman doing? Deadpool? She is monitoring the situation, and so is Timmy up here. He watches from above. He's a rooftop kind of guy, and the music is called Charge Volume 2. It is by Astral, ASTRAL, Throb. So we are throbbing in the garage tonight as per usual. What are you doing, and why is there a head on the ground? Dan W, there is a head on the ground because she is the co-host, and obviously as soon as people tune in, they are like, what is all this? And I'm like, well, there's also this, and this lady lives over here on the mini lathe, and there's other little things sitting around the garage that people ask about, and I show them. So yeah. Also, there's an Edgar Allan Poe mask that is super claustrophobic, and yeah, just interesting things. I collect masks and strange things, so I like to keep them around the garage. This thing is pretty cool. This is a vintage night toy by a company called Marx, M-A-R-X, I believe it's called, or it's spelled. But yeah, little vintage night toy that I got the swap meet one day. Let's see. So I'll show you guys what I did earlier today. The stock handlebars on the EX500 or the Kawasaki Ninja, it comes like this. It's like a one-piece type system. Let me grab actually the stock one that I took off earlier. This one right here. Don't mind that. Do not look at that. This is the stock one right here. So I took this off on obviously the right side. And normally you cannot move this at all. You can't adjust this handlebar at all. Can't go up or down at all, or obviously back or forward. So on the EX500,
I'm looking for adults 45 and under to be in our HPV vaccination.
oh my
act.
gosh.
Sound like you?
Not me. The interrelationship.
And this canvas is here as a giant paper towel. And I'm also simultaneously turning it into some sort of painting or something. I have no idea yet. I'll just turn it into part of the garage. Sorry, let me go
Gardasil 9 is a
skip this
vaccine
Gardasil 9 ad.
that can help protect against certain HPV-related cervical, vaginal, vulvar, anal, and certain head and neck cancers, such as throat and back and mouth cancers, and genital warts.
Gardasil 9.
Okay, Gardasil 9. We've heard enough. It's time to work on the bike. Sorry, you guys are literally mounted on the throttle tube right now. So as I turn the throttle, all right, you get the picture. Anyways, I installed this adapter plate right here. So now it has risers on here. So now I can put these handlebars on here and adjust them whatever way. I'm going to put some different bars on here eventually. But for right now, earlier today, got this right side control on here. I did not realize it's actually hitting the windshield a little bit. So maybe I will take the windshield off, or I don't know. Can't really adjust it much. Either way, I'm going to finish putting the brake switches on here real quick. Right here. It's kind of impossible for you guys to see it, but yeah, I'll actually just leave those dangling right here, so I'll be reminded to do it. Or I'll just put it on now. Yeah, it looks pretty cool with those bars on there like this now. I'm not really sure if I'm going to make it into a stunt bike or what exactly I'm going to do with this bike. But for now, I at least wanted the ability to I don't know, put some different bars on there. My thought is maybe I will actually use this as a template. This top piece right here, use this as a template. And then maybe put some 1-inch risers on here instead of these. And I'll space them out so I can put Harley bars on there. And that way I can easily find risers and stuff for it. Let me put this little brake switch on here. Okay. It's not even tight. Not even tight. Okay. Gotta figure this out and then tighten it up. Again, it does say in the manual to get a small child to do this part of the project, because it does take a little tiny child hand to put these little rubber boots on. So go ahead and grab your little tiny child hand if you're following along on your EX500, and utilize that tiny child hand to put the little rubber boots on the brake switch if you are following along. I know a lot of you guys are following along. If you guys are new here at Fang's Garage, a lot of people will work on their bikes and follow along. They will also mess up stuff on their bikes and, you know, kind of break things and somewhat fix it and then kind of break it even further. So we're trying, we're doing, we're focusing, we're locked in. Let me just get this little switch in here and I'll tighten this up. Depending on how this goes, I might have to start looking into getting some extended cables, which would be cool. but I'm trying not to get sucked into this bike too much. I had these riser adapters laying around for quite a long time, so I've been wanting to put them on, and so now that they are put on there, I am not trying to work on this bike for a very long time or put a ton of work into it, because I have to work on the Ultima 127. Let me grab the Allen heads real quick. Oh shoot, came off the center stand. Nice. Let me move this. I had a feeling it was going to try and escape Fang's garage. Hold on, let me pull this a little farther back. And then maybe like right here. Try that. Okay, I think that's a lot more stable. Okay, let me grab the ratchet real quick. And also, at some point, I need to work on the pit bike a little bit and get the foot peg situation all figured out. Where did I put that? Crap. Let me actually run and grab a sip of water real quick. Oh, nice. Let me dump out my water. Nice. That was nice. If you're following along, go ahead and grab your Harley Davidson mug and grab something to drink before you perish of dehydration. Okay. Gotta find these darn sockets. These Allen head sockets. I just had them earlier today, and in the midst of cleaning up, I set them aside somewhere, and I can't find them. They're in here somewhere. Just have to be located. Oh, here they are. Right here. Behind the paper towel. It's pretty cool. Nice. I had to put this thing in here to freaking keep all these things from falling out. Every time I would like just turn this thing over, they'd fall all over the place. But other than that, this freaking Husky thing, I got this for Christmas a couple years ago. I love it. I use these things all the time. Okay, let me turn this fully to the right and make sure that it's going to clear. It's going to hit the windshield a little tiny bit unless I turn it like that. I guess I could hold it. I guess. All right. I'm just going to tighten up a little bit. Should be okay. All right. Nice. Okay. Sorry, let me read through some of your comments. What do I got going on, Fang? Zach, right now, I am working on the EX500, obviously. Why is the head on the ground? I read that one. Not going to matter if marble material gets in the crankcase. It will just clean off carbon deposits. Just do an oil change. Yeah, that's my thought, Zach. I'm going to do an oil change on it. Get Gizmo to help you. All right, Gary, let me grab him. He's just impatiently sitting over there. Oh. All right. Gizmo, go ahead and sit here. Oh, he just wants to lounge. Okay. He's a good dog. He is a good dog, Rob. Hey, Josh, you know very little about bikes. I'm you're enjoying the anticipation of you getting that bike ticking over and the humor. Lucky in the gang. Thanks, Susie Q. I appreciate you being here. I am trying to get all these bikes going. And maybe at some point I will do some toy stuff in the future. What's up, Stacy Grant? How are you doing? You'll have to drill holes in the handlebars for the clamshells to fit. Yes, did have to do that earlier, Zach, on this one. And I'm going to have to do it on this one in just a second here. What's the bike? Michael, the bike is the Kawasaki EX500. It's essentially a Kawasaki Ninja, but it was the year before they started calling it the Ninja. And I think the Ninja has a slightly different body style, maybe. Yeah, but locating pins so they don't spin on the bars. Yes, exactly. I own 3 EX500s, put a flat front end on them and the handle. Oh, okay. Nice, Michael. A fat front end on them. Okay. What kind of front end did you use? What pipe do I run on it? It just has the stock pipes on there. Any luck with the red scooter? Won't let you down. I think I've narrowed it down to possibly the valves being too tight or possibly too loose. I am planning on checking the valves. And as a matter of fact, I went out to the store the other day. And bought this specifically for the red scooter. Got this just 32 blade feeler gauge, so I can check the valves on the Lance Milan scooter and hopefully get it running. I did get it running for a long time. It was running pretty good the other day. I rode it around for like almost 40 minutes, but it did end up shutting off, but it still had spark when it shut off this time. So that is a very good sign. That means it's still firing when it should. And I think it is narrowed down to possibly the valves or a fuel delivery issue. So those are my two ideas on it. And I'll probably be working on that tomorrow when there's a little bit more daylight. Does the bike run? Yes, it does, pimping out. It does run. I just wanted to get these handlebars on here today. Crazy grown. Nice. What's up, Jogo NY? I'm also in New York, downtown New York. We're still open for business right now if you want to come on by. And we have some banana bread being baked in the oven. We had a little bit of an incident earlier today with the ovens, but feel free to come on by or just place an order with DoorDash. It's at bananabreadbros.com. If you guys want any banana bread, we put a lot of butter on it, big fat slab of butter on the banana bread. So just go on over to Banana Bread Bros. We're in downtown New York, and we're still open. We're open until 3:47 a.m. tonight. Did you see they were making a Gremlins 3? I did not see that anomaly. But Gizmo here, I'm sure he already knows that. He has all the inside info. He just likes to act like this whenever we're working on stuff to try and seem like he knows more than I do, which he probably does. Get a Harley T-Dub Sack. What kind of Harley should I get? Should I get like a shovel head or like a pan head or I don't know. Should I get a little Harley knockoff? Like this one? The Ultima? Not really a Harley. Whatever. Which Harley should I get? T-Dub Sack? Should I get a Sportster? A little Hurley? Tell me, D-Dub Sack, what I should get. Sorry, not fat front end, but an old FCR front end on them for track days. Handles much better. What's the spring there? This one is a, I don't know, DNA springer, some kind of extended springer. And then if you want something else for the Harley T-dub sack. Probably not that sissy bar, but I do have these other Springer forks. These ones are going to go probably on the shovel head, and these smaller ones are probably going to go on the CB750 T-dub sack. Are you ready? Are you semi-locked in? Ready to just work on a couple little things. I'm not working on anything intense tonight. I'm not putting these Springer forks on here because this bike has an issue with first gear. It like pops out of first gear, and I guess it's a notorious issue. So if you know anything about that T-dub sack, let me know. Or if you know anyone that needs these wide glide forks, I'm letting them go for cheap, $100. I don't want them anymore. They're just sitting there in the garage, and I'm not going to use them. So T-dub sack, if you want them, let me know. Bent valves, JJ, that is a possibility. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not bent valves. Original director and everything. Wow, Anomaly, that is pretty cool. Speaking of gremlins, let me just grab this real quick. I actually have this poster. I have no room for it, but it's a pretty cool poster. Decent. Post it. Can't really hold it up properly, but it says "We're here." And it says obviously the Gremlins movie poster. So yeah, maybe I'll have to find somewhere to hang that up, huh? That's probably worth it for Fang's garage. We'll do it to it, Lars. Is that all right? Is that all right? Okay, let's see. Oregon West Coast, do you deliver? Of course. Lambone, Doge, I deliver anywhere you need this banana bread. I will get it to you. I will get it in your hands, and you will start looking around for someone to grab by their shoulders and say, you got to try this, dude. You got to try this dang banana bread. I can't get enough of this banana bread from bananabreadbros.com/Fang's Garage. And again, we put a lot of butter on there. So if you're sensitive to butter, that's too bad. We don't customize the orders. We don't cater. We're not going to make it special for you. We're just going to put as much butter as we possibly can put on there. It's essentially like a cinnamon bun, but with butter instead. So that's bananabreadbros.net/Gremlins, and that'll get you 2% off your order if it's over $2,000 or more. I know it sounds like a lot, but once you taste a little bit of the banana bread, you are going to be like, that's probably a small amount. We're going to be needing more than $2,000 worth of this banana bread. But just go ahead and try it. It's delish. I'm going to take this little piece off of here, just like so. Okay, all sorts of random little parts fell out. I'm hoping I don't need those. Everything but this puzzle just fell out. All right. Okay. Gizmo is looking very nervous. I can see a little bit of sweat coming from his head, which is kind of strange because I thought he wasn't supposed to get wet. I can see a little bit right there. It's like on his upper lip, and that's his lip. In case you're curious, I made some amazing infused banana bread from grandmother before she passed. Oh, nice, T-dub sack. Well, that sounds very nice of you. Wish I could show you my garage. I actually know quite a bit. Ran the family V-twin shop for many years. Oh, nice. You probably know 10 times more about it than I do, T-dub sack. That's actually, that shovel head is the first, I guess, official Harley that I own. The Ultima, I guess, I don't really consider it a Harley, I guess. But I like it still. It's pretty fast. What's up, Nagarani? Said Panga. How you doing, Nagarani? I still work out in my garage, but our shop, Wright Brothers Customs, is open for just under 30 years. Dang. Well, you definitely know more than I do, dude. I am a total noob when it comes to this stuff. I'm just learning. So if you know anything that I do not, you better tell me. I need that info. Jesus Saves Brian McDonald. Yeah, of course he does. Brian.
Could have slowed us down. I didn't let it.
Obviously.
From the war and treatment, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C and lost some weight too. I also.
And also, I have the little, in case you're curious, Brian McDonald, of course, I have the little Jesus chopper figure. What do you think about that? Pretty sick, huh? Nice. He's got the crown of thorns and everything. I actually started building a model of one of my motorcycles, a small, I don't know, 1/16th model. And I started making it customized like my motorcycle. I've seen some people do that online, and I was like, dude, I have to do that. So I had to make some, I have to make a little sissy bar for it and some handlebars for it. Is that Ron Jeremy? I was told it's supposed to be Edgar Allan Poe, but you are now the second person that has said that. So now I'm starting to get a little bit skeptical. What's up, Luis Quintana? Do I have a bike shop or just do this yourself? I also build customs in my spare time. I'd love to stop and chat. I live in Scranton, PA. Where am I at? Michael, I am in California, and I just do this for fun. This is just my hobby. So, yeah. I don't try and act like I know more than anyone else. You never know. Some people are just savants. Yeah, I know. I am definitely not claiming to know much of anything about anything I'm doing. I actually pride myself in telling everybody how little I know and proving it on just about every live that I do. Let me see if I can go grab some Windex real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Back. This is the only, not the only, but I don't know. This always seems to work for me. You guys know of any easier ways? Just had a weird burp. Any easier ways to remove grips? Redlands. Where are you from? Stunt Rider. From California, specifically Southern California.
Music is a conversation which is enables actual rich capabilities of the human mind.
So I go about taking out grips, spray a little bit of Windex in there, shove the screwdriver in. This is probably the most barbaric way to remove grips. But then I just work around in a circle, usually once, and it's good. Let's try that. Give it a little spin. Nice. Easy enough. Okay. And let me get this little bolt off of here. Oh, Long Beach swap, T-Dub sack? Come on, buddy. You know I'm going out to the Long Beach swap. I go out there sometimes. What's up, Stunt Rider? What are you riding? Yeah, I went out there the other month and got some parts for a couple of the projects. Just gotta find time to put them on. This thing is All this grime and stuff on this handlebar is stuck. There we go. Yeah, what have you picked? Have you been in a Long Beach swap recently, T-Dub Zach? Yeah, let me know if you see me out there, T-Dubsec. Oh man, this thing is on there tight.
Never an experience where no two moments are like the next.
It's not this bolt, it's just probably stuff on the actual bar itself. I could pry it open a bit.
The Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection, unlike the rest.
It's not really worth breaking it.
Stop your lap. Explore our diverse portfolio of products from trusted brands. Quickly and confidently place.
Oh my gosh, it's on there so hard. I can literally feel the little ligaments in my hand kind of snapping and popping as I try and hold on to this thing.
Shared shopping lists, subscriptions, and connect.
The hand will heal.
Supply your production. Seamless search and selection, detailed product information.
Okay, do you have any detailed product information on how to get this handlebar off here?
Elevate your science. It's easier than ever at SigmaUltra.
Oh my gosh. It's just like destroying the inside of this little
Go to SigmaUldrich.com
clutch purge.
and start exploring today.
Start exploring how to get this off here. I should have like filed the end of the handlebar first or something. If I would have known it was going to be this crazy, I would have probably said, yeah, this is going to take 2 to 3 hours. And not assumed again, it would take 10 to 20 seconds to pop this thing off. Oh, I got it. I got it. Got it. This mangled end is what was holding me. It's probably a little bit misshapen. Yeah, looks like this right here. Where that little lip is hanging up. Look what a lot of leftover stuff. Oh, nice, T. Sandpaper on there? Yeah. Yep. Just basically had to twist the crap out of it. But it finally gave it up. Just got to maybe clean this thing out a little bit now because it's kind of jacked up in there a bit. Let me see. This is definitely not going to reach as far as it just sitting like this. I'm gonna have to do some rerouting. Let me see what I can do. So it attaches right here and it goes up behind the fairing. And it goes right through here. So as far as rerouting it, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'll at least try and put it on there. Let me take this lower, take this piece off real quick, this little locking nut. Throw you guys up here. Also, probably check on this. Yeah, it looks like the vinegar is working. I still want to let it sit in there for a little bit longer, but yeah, looks like it's pulling that rust off of there. That's a good idea, Kofi. Unfortunately, I'm a thief. Okay. It's interesting, JFK. Interested to know why you say that. Yeah, let me try and turn it the other way. Before I accidentally smash this. Set him over here. Nice. Right on, JFK. Appreciate you being here, buddy. So there's Courtney. She loves the fact that you're here, JFK. Yeah, actually, Rob, I did find a couple of things out in the desert. Found a couple of bones, and I actually found some teeth, believe it or not. It was kind of weird because some people came up on me while I was out digging around out in the desert, and they were kind of alarmed. So, yeah, it was kind of embarrassing. But it was cool. They were cool. Once they figured out what I was doing, I said, hey guys, I'm just digging holes out here. I'm burying stuff. I'm looking for stuff. And they said, okay, what kind of stuff are you finding? And I said, I found some teeth. And they said, what do you mean? I said, some human teeth. And they said, where did you find the teeth? I said, I found them on the ground. And they said, where on the ground did you find these teeth? I said, they were on the ground, on the floor, like in the dirt. And I said, look at this little box that I got for them. And they said, what? I said, yeah, I had this little box sitting around. Do I have a metal detector? Of course I do, Rob. And these must have had some fillings or something. But yeah, found them on the floor, strangely enough. Okay, let me see if I can get this kind of set up here. Yes, I have a metal detector, but it is a poor quality one. So, yeah, I'm trying to eventually someday get a better quality one. There's a company called Mine Lab that makes them. So, easiest way to put that on would be to remove the cable going out. It just loosen it up and take the cable out.
Just download Scribe,
So
click capture, and Scribe automatically takes screen.
this is the like tensioner, and this is it fully in. And if I were to line up the notch, you could see the cable end in there. And hold on it. I don't think it's. I could technically just put some pressure on this lower piece. But I'm just going to take this cable out at the bottom part. I think it'll probably be easier.
Oh, like she says she doesn't want to.
Nice. This is a like the newest style of flip phone.
You can get the best deal without needing the most expensive phone.
Let's see if this is the right size. Yeah, looks like it.
Who's that?
Remove the pivot pin on the lever.
iPhone 17 Pro on us. The most powerful iPhone yet. Most expensive plan not required. It was an idea.
Yeah, I could remove that. But then I'm going to have a hard time wrestling it back into place. I'm just going to take it off right here real quick. Probably I'm going to have to take off this whole clutch cable anyways. I'm assuming I'm going to have to get a longer clutch cable. People just assume nowadays that you look different, you're up to no good. Not necessarily the case that people actually get to know you. Me, kind of like high school. Yeah, I agree, Rob. That's fine. People say stuff, crazy stuff all day long. So, whatever. They can get used to it. Just like I am. Yeah, pull the clutch and grab the cable of pliers and hold on to it while you release. Yeah, I agree, Cool Fusion. I was going to just push this with a piece of wood and just pop it off there, but I was like, I'm probably going to have to get a longer clutch cable. It doesn't look like it's going to fit anyways. So I figured might as well just pop it off real quick and see. Might have to do that anyways. I didn't realize how snug this thing was in there. Gosh dang. Thought I took this clutch cable off at some point, but maybe not. Let me get a little pick in there. And there it goes. I just can't get my finger in there because this stupid cable is all grimy and stuff. Let me grab a pick real quick. Quick pick. Is that what they mean when they're like, hey, can I get a quick pick? In the liquor store that they're talking about? Or is it something else? Let me see, let me get a quick pick, and then somebody grabs a pick and pushes the clutch cable out. Like, all right, thanks. Okay, almost got it here. This stupid thing. I can't believe this is so freaking annoyingly tight in here. On most of my other bikes, they just pop right out. Let me get my daughter's needle nose pliers that I took from her for the cause. Actually, grab these ones. Gosh dang, man, what the heck? How the heck is that so tight on there? Unless there's another tensioner that I can't see. It's like this stupid pivot is not far enough. And there, how about that? Let me just force it. There it goes. Nope. Thought there it went, and there it did not go. There it goes. Final freaking Lee Fantasy. Got it. Okay. Gosh dang. There we go. That's all it took was my freaking hands being permanently blackened for the next 3 days. I've been driven to the brink of sanity with these CB750 handlebars being in the way. I'm just about ready to just freaking chop them in half or something and weld them up. Or make some little tiny T-bars for it or something. Okay, so let me put this on here. Read through some of your comments real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, the Santa vest came out pretty good. It's obviously going to get a little dirty now, but
knives to my dorm room.
I dyed this, or
I'm Noah Rosen.
Hold on, let me freaking skip this ad.
Through the culinary industry, I know a lot of people that would love an affordable hand.
I bleached this denim vest and dyed it red It looks a little light red to me, so I'm probably going to maybe get a darker RIT dye and try and make it a little bit darker, because it is obviously kind of dark right here where the bleach did not get fully in there. But yeah, looks good so far. Let's see. Did you take all the slack out of the top? Yes, all the slack was out of the top. The wheels are very small on this bike. Quick pick lotto ticks. Yes. Would have been done by now. You're right, Cool Fusion. What the heck? Edward Laxon. Burgundy dye, if there is one. Yeah, purple possibly. I saw another darker red dye on there, or at I think it's Walmart that I got that at. So I'm gonna look, maybe I'll look at the craft store or look online or something. That one was just like the typical red. So I'm gonna see if there's something a little bit darker. You are right, Cool Fusion. If you were working on this, you probably would have been like, what the heck, what are you doing, dude? Just pull it off like this. And I'd have been like, man, I'm glad you're here. I would have been sitting out here for 30 minutes trying to get this dang clutch cable off here. Okay, so now I can clean this out. This is obviously all jacked up now. You grab some sand P and sand it up real quick. It'll be quick, I promise. Oh, good. Both my mics are dying. Both the batteries are dying on my mics. Perfect. I sworn I'd charge them, but I guess not. I'm going to have to sacrifice one of them to be charged. It'll be the music one. Sorry. I got a blab while I'm doing something. Let me get one of them charged up. Probably because this case is not charged at all. Gotta blow it out like a NES cartridge. Hopefully this will last for a little bit. The other one is hopefully charging. Let's see, 11:21. Take a little sip of the Celsius. 20 more milligrams caffeine won't hurt. Oh, probably need this, huh? All right, go ahead and get the sandpaper out and grab Gizmo and go ahead and get him all set up with a little bit of the sandpaper. He doesn't actually, he's not actually allowed to use sandpaper on anything, but he likes to hold it. He likes the feeling of it in his hand. So yeah, he's just an interesting little guy. He likes to hang out and watch what we're doing. And he does not speak English, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's why you never hear him saying anything. I'm gonna stick this in here with my finger that is probably as coarse as this sandpaper or close to it, and see if I can't just clean out a bit. I guess you probably don't need to see that exactly, but I'll show you anyways. I put a dowel in here or something and it would make it a lot better. Maybe like this. Maybe a slightly bigger dowel would work, huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's working perfectly. Great idea, Courtney. think my finger is probably the perfect width. Okay. We're getting it cleaned out. I think it's clean enough based on how much this sandpaper is falling apart. Throw it on the floor if you're following along. Let's see if we can get it on the handlebars. Okay. Like I said, I think I'll probably have to get a longer clutch cable. I looked online and it looked like they actually sell them, which is surprising to me. I thought it would be like impossible to find them. And twist. By twisting, you are essentially knurling the bars. So it's a good thing. Trust me, it's a great thing for your handlebars. If you're thinking about trying to get some extra grip at your bars, this is an easy way to accomplish that. And these bars aren't going to work. They're probably barely going to work. And if they do work, it won't even work right. I know you guys can't hear it because of the mic, but Gizmo is giggling right now. Oh, I'm going to have much more than a minor accident with this bike. It's going to be a much more than a minor accident. If you thought it was going to be a minor accident, you were dead wrong about that. I don't get in minor accidents with motorcycles. Most people don't ride a motorcycle because they don't want to get in a major accident.
This changes everything. It asks for.
All right, let's get it all set up. Let's see. Let's go. What's up, Cool Fusion? Good thing I told you to turn the bars that way because it exposed that clearance issue with the windshield. You're right. You are right, Cool Fusion. You are on it and you are locked in. What kind of bike are you riding? Or I'm guessing you probably have 10 bikes. Okay. Let's see. So let me put this clutch cable on here. Even though I don't think it is long enough, I'll still try it. Or will it hurt? Maybe it will be long enough. That'd be cool. It's Fang's garage. We're messing stuff up live. If this does not work, I could always put these stock bars back on to ride it, but I'd rather just make some different bars or something. Nice. This might be long enough. Well, the bottom isn't hooked up, so probably not long enough. Not even close. Got a little ahead of myself there. Yeah, this angle on here is kind of tight. Maybe I could route it down in front. Yeah, even if it was on here, this would be a weird angle. It would be cool to ride it like this, though. Let's see. Let me see. I guess that would probably work. Let me see if I can put it down on the bottom and check. Maybe it'll clear. That'd be sick if it would clear. These bars look like they'd be fun to ride the bike around with them on there. But like I said, I am down to buy some longer cables and put some taller bars on here. I think it'd look cool if I put some tall Harley risers on here. Not tall, but maybe like, I don't know, 6 inch or something. Let's see. 10 bicycles. Oh, nice. Family mechanic in my house, and my bro has me working on his S1000 all the time to save on dealership. Oh, nice. Some accidents are unavoidable, mostly motorists not paying attention while cars and trucks. Yeah, I agree, Rob. Most of the time it is just someone not paying attention. Let's see if I can get this cable on here. He actually has a P4 cooler and rarer. Nice. I do not know what an HP4 is, but if you're telling me it's rare, I'm sure it probably is. What's up, Layla Barink? What does that little emoticon that you put on there mean? YouTube logo? All right, put this clutch cable back on, or see if we can. This will be pretty difficult with one hand. Let me put this on the forks real quick. Mounting guys using the clamp cam. Do specialty mechanics make good money? I've been considering going to trade school for mechanics on either bikes or automobiles. I don't know, to be honest with you, Cool Fusion. I worked as a mechanic at a lube shop for some time, and I didn't make good money at all. But I have no idea. I would assume if you were at like a dealership, like a BMW dealership or something like that. I know my buddy's uncle worked at the Lexus dealership, and I think he made quite a bit of money. But I'm not positive. I don't do this as a profession. I just do this for fun. Just for some giggles, that's all. Before this, I was just literally working on bicycles, riding bicycles, and me and my buddy, we started putting those little motor kits on them, the 66cc motors, and then we put a 212 on there, the Predator engine, put it on a bicycle, and rode that around for a while. Nice. I think these bars will actually work. Nice, Cool Fusion. Thanks for the help. Let me see. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Something is semi-stuck on here. Let's see what it is. Or maybe, oh, it's the toolbox. Nice. I think these will actually work. Okay. Let me see. Maybe I'll have to reroute this a little bit. Let me show you guys. Kind of seems like, well, I think it'll be okay once it's tightened up. Let me tighten up this tensioner all the way. Not sure what this tensioner is called. Like, I think it's like on the road tensioner or something. What I understand, the little tensioner on the handlebars is supposed to be so you can adjust it while you're riding. Not while you're riding, but when you're out on the road. Okay, just going to adjust this clutch cable back real quick. I think it's actually going to work. I'm surprised. I thought for sure it wasn't going to work. Yeah, that's at the full tension, or the most tension it would be at is right there. So you just go ahead and tighten this up. Let me grab another 12 real quick. And let me move this up a little bit. I'll put it right here. Just clamp this wire a little bit, why not? Okay, let me grab a 12. Here on the 12 cam. I should probably do the side quest now. Maybe a small side quest that I have to finish. Keep my mind busy and keeps me a nice feeling knowing how to repair different things myself and learning along the way. Nice. All right, JFK, I'm glad you're still here. I agree, Cool Fusion. I actually am the same way. I prefer to just be fixing pretty much anything. I was fixing a toy recently, or attempting to. But yeah, pretty much anything. And you're right. Keeping yourself busy is, I believe, the way to keep the rust off of, I don't know, the gears. If you want to get, you know, make an analogy out of it, keep the machine moving. It's the best way, right? JFK knows that. Maybe he's just not having a good day. Maybe he just does not like the idea of us working on the EX500. That's okay. We're still gonna work on it. Okay, that seems decent to me. It's got a little bit of free play. Not too much, not too little. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little less. All right, we'll try that. It's not in the best position, but it's in a usable position. These bars are not obviously intended for this bike, so it's not going to work perfectly. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. You've gained something like 100 subscribers since yesterday. Oh, nice. Thanks. Won't let you down. I did not realize that. RSZ6C. All right. Don't know what that means. Not cool. I have no idea what that means. So ineffective. Let's see. So yeah, I guess I will just start putting this piece on here. I'm guessing it's got to go hopefully on the outside right here. Yeah, so the dilemma is the bend in the bars is right here. So this is pretty much the furthest that I can push this piece. Obviously you can see the knurling pattern that I went ahead and did on the handlebars as I installed this. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know, once I put this on here, that's not much room for the grip. Pretty small. But I guess it's usable. We'll try it. We will see. Luckily for us, looks like
Check out the Honda Civic Hybrid.
Looks like the Honda Civic still has a hybrid coming out. Luckily for us, Gizmo here is holding the sandpaper still, so that's good. Let me put this thing on here.
In the West, the cowboy is a man with guts and a horse. This is the story of one.
All right, JFK, if you are still watching, I'm going to see what it's going to take to put this other piece on here. I think I'm going to have to maybe drill a hole. What size drill bit do you think I will need? I'm gonna guess something like close to 1/4, maybe 1/4 inch, perhaps. What do you think, JFK? I'm guessing 1/4 inch. Let me see if I can't convince this to go any further on here. I don't think it's going to. What'd you do today, JFK? Anything? Anything fun? And go to a barbecue or something, maybe? I was planning on barbecuing and then did not get charcoal. Got distracted with some other things that had to be done. But that's okay. We still have the all the ingredients, and we're gonna do it tomorrow, probably. But yeah, we had the old Taco Bell tonight. Doing a little early spring cleaning on the bowels, and yeah, I plan on sitting on the toilet for about 45 minutes tomorrow morning, so that'll be fun. How do you think, JFK? Should I put the choke cable on there? I need that little knob. It seems to have fallen off. There it is. Nice, right in the dirt. Are they street legal? Yeah, they are. Or Dallas for that matter. I can tell JFK not invited to any cookout. Possibly not Cool Fusion. But JFK, if you want to come by and grab some banana bread, feel free. We are still open. Come on by, JFK. Maybe he's just mad that no one did invite him to a cookout or something. It's okay. When we have a Fang's Garage cookout, I will invite you, JFK, and you can come hang out and have your fun. We'll all have a little giggle with your jokes. Okay, you just throw this thing in here. Again, this is like a puzzle within a puzzle, trying to put this dang clutch cable on here, or not clutch cable, choke cable. Let me see. Let me move the exercise bike over here so you guys can get a good see. Nice. Did it just cut out? Seen plenty of kids, people. I said if you can make her laugh and giggle. Okay, Cool Fusion. Okay, that's funny. I like that. I've always said, just hey, have a good time. Like Dusty Slay would say, we're having a good time. Just if you're interested in somebody, just make sure that anytime you guys hang out, you're just having a good time. How about that? You will have a good time, they will have a good time, and then therefore they will be like, oh yeah, I'm always having fun with this person. There you go. You're done. It's done. You try that. First off. Yep. Exactly, won't let you down. Just gotta make them laugh a little bit and then have a little fun. That's a good starting point, at least, right? Okay, we are on the Le Monde exercise bike. and it is currently collecting dust outside, so that's okay with me. Don't need it currently, but I do need to mount this weird little piece on here. Darn it. Family. It's family. Oh my gosh, don't tell me it's over. And it's over. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Get back to it. Okay. Thank you for holding that, Gizmo. Yeah, trying to install this little piece. Let me zoom in on it real quick. Oops. This little plastic piece right here. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, it's just like a little, gotta install it into this piece, this little channel thing. So gotta weave it all through there. Let me switch this camera around. Thank you, Douglas Taylor. I don't like to think that I'm a hoarder. I like to think that I just have a lot of stuff that is ready to be used. I try not to obviously keep any garbage, which I know on the show Hoarders, they would always have like garbage everywhere. There's obviously garbage on the floor from projects that I was working on today. Because I've not cleaned up for the day. And as someone pointed out, I do need to sweep up. I will admit it. I need to do a little sweeping. But yeah, I don't see the problem in having a ton of motorcycle parts so that in the event that one of your buddies shows up and is like, hey, do you have a brake light by chance? And I'm like, I have probably about 50 different kinds. What are you thinking? And then we can sit around, mess with the bikes, and yeah, get the brake light on. So yeah, I don't really see a problem with that, as a matter of fact. I kind of see that as a positive thing. Make an excuse to come over. Why don't you just make an excuse to come on over, Douglas? Want to come over? You can come over if you want. Have you ever had one of those bikes running ever? Operation Orange Dawn. The bike that I'm running on, or I'm working on now, does run. The CB750 does technically run, but it doesn't have a front brake caliper right now. Kind of searching for a cheaper one. So that does work. And then I do have this bike is being worked on. This bike does run. The bike next to that does run. And then the bike next to that does run. So most of them run. I know you're just messing around, Douglas. I'm just messing around too, buddy. Operation Orange Dawn. Are you riding a motorcycle right now, or what kind of bike are you riding? I'm looking at my first bike on Saturday. Oh, nice. CB600RR. Nice. Juice? Oh, heck yeah, the juice. You know I love me some juice. I love me some of that. I think it's white peach cranberry juice. Man, that was some good juice. If that's the juice you're talking about. If not, I don't want any of that juice. Let's see, I think it goes on like this somewhat. Oh yeah, I think it goes like this, and then like this, like that. This is like seriously complex. Kinda. Not really. Amazing marketplace find. Yeah, nice. How was the eggnog? I drank the entire thing of eggnog already, so let's not bring up the eggnog. Courtney, look at her eyebrows. She is so mad right now, not only because he's holding the sandpaper and getting in on all the action, but because I drank every last bit of the eggnog all by myself. So it's completely gone, Rob. Sorry. If anyone was hoping I was saving some, I did not. Cool Fusion, what kind of a deal? did you get on that CB, or are you? What? How much is it? Is it a freaking way too good of a deal to pass up, or what? I got this bike for literally free, but that was because my buddy gave it to me. My friend Michelle gave me this bike. Okay, this is almost clipped on all the way. I am going to have to get the paint back out and do a little painting live on Fang's garage. Just trying to make sure that this is the correct position to have this in. I'm guessing it is. Yeah, that has to be. Okay, I'll do it there. Let me grab some paint. Yep, Gizmo, he does love, he actually loves prune juice. I don't know why. It's probably why he has that look on his face. He loves prune juice. As a matter of fact, to be quite frank with you, juice. Never had eggnog. So odd. Oh man, won't let you down. It is so good. It's kind of like a milkshake, basically. 10,000 miles. He had it listed for 3,600. That was a great deal already, and just asked if he can deliver it to my home for 3,500. Oh, nice, man. That's like 10,000 miles, pretty low. Never seen one here. After a handful of nights, I'm a paraplegic. I build e-chopper type of bikes. They're hand powered and battery. Oh, nice. Operation Orange Dawn. There's another guy in here, P0, that's all about electric bikes. I'd like to get an e-bike started at some point. E-bike project. Do you know that dogs preserve time about 1/3 of the rate as humans? They pretty much live life in slow motion. Did not know that. Did not know they perceive life in slow motion, the juice. Prune juice promotes regularity. You know what? He's been a little bit irregular lately. His belly has been a little bit upset because of the new eating schedule. I've been feeding him only at night lately, only after 1 a.m. Yeah, won't let you down. You've definitely got to try some eggnog. I can't believe you never had eggnog before. It's like I literally drank the entire thing in, I think, 2 days. I'll be generous and say 2 days. More like probably 1 day. If we're counting like on a 24-hour period, it's probably 1 day. Okay, I'm trying the little paint technique again. He let me know he has a small scuff on the straightener from a small drop, but I'm not as worried about it. That as when I am, those drops are on the crankcase. You know what? Yeah, if it's got a little oil leak, that's something to look out for. If it's your first bike, I'd say maybe look underneath the frame and make sure, see if it hasn't been a little scraped up, you know? Can you hold this for me real quick? Thank you, buddy. Okay, just gonna take some paint on my finger. And, oops. There goes all my hard work. Right out the window. I guess I could leave this off, but basically I'm just going to mark this little part right here. Just like that. Put a little mark on there. I'm actually going to leave this off. Or actually, no, I think I should leave it on because it'll mess up the spacing if I take it out. If you have extra paint on your finger, just go ahead and absorb it into your skin. Rub it in until it becomes like lotion. Now the paint is completely gone and you should be good. It's a lot easier than grabbing a rag or anything like that. It'll save you a lot of time. So go ahead and get the paint on your hand, on your thumb, just like so. Absorb that and grab your paint again, because now you just got it all over your fingers because you're trying to do this because this guy is not willing to help. This is going to be a little paint palette right here on your hand. If you're following along Bob Ross style, just go ahead and grab a little bit of paint right there with your paintbrush finger. Put it on the little knobby thing right here Not sure what that knob is called. And then just go ahead and apply it directly into your skin and rub it in nice and smooth. It's gonna make sure your skin is nice and moisturized throughout the night and throughout the rest of the project. If you're following along on your EX500, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on right here. Like that, I'm gonna guess. It's probably close enough, I guess. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay. Now, let's give you a little demonstration. All right. Leaking mild oil means it has oil. That is correct, the juice. Got to find some eggnog myself. I've been over 15 plus years. Can't remember the flavor. And oh my gosh, it is so delicious. It's kind of like a nutty flavor, kind of like an egg flavor, which I don't know why it's so good, but it is definitely sweet and delicious. Okay, let's see. Check this out. So, as you can see, oops, that worked perfectly. You can see where the initial mark was. So I'll go ahead and drill it on that one, I think. I'm going to put it back on there and just double check it. But yeah, just transfer it over that little mark onto the handlebars so that I can drill it out. Let me go ahead and mount the camera right here, actually. On the Lamond. Harley Attitude. Nice. Bob Ross was a drill instructor. Oh, nice. I did not know that. What's up, Daniel Hildebrand? How you doing, buddy? Literally only one place in Ireland sells eggnog. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be having some really weird dreams after watching all these lives tonight. You know what? Lose vertical. I would say you're right. But after this, you might actually sleep kind of soundly. Because he'll be watching and he'll be waiting and monitoring your dreams. And so will Edgar Allan Poe and the Safari Halloween Mike Myers. I believe that's Mike Myers, right? But Courtney here, she will be haunting your dreams. So if you do wake up screaming, it's because of her. Just fair warning. Okay, a nice mountain bike. Mountain bike, huh? I don't see a mountain bike. Let's turn to God's Shepherd Chapel on YouTube. Explains the whole Bible. God bless. All right. Yes, GTA. I am from GTA. What's up going on? What's going on, Jenny Barajas? How you doing? Let's see. Where were we? We're going to do a little drilling on this. What's up, Jennifer Lone Wolf? How are you doing? If you are curious, we are still open and we are still serving banana bread. Hot and ready. It's ready to go, guys. And we are putting huge, if you could see the size of the slabs of butter that we're putting on there right now, we have a bunch of people in the back making the banana bread. If you could see the slab size, you'd be shocked. It's an obscene amount of butter. And guess what? You guys are on it. You're on the security camera right now. Gizmo's keeping guard. What's up, Alaria? I'm doing great. Jennifer Lone Wolf. That's a cool last name or code name. Either way. Very cool. Lone Wolf style. Let's do a little drilling. Actually, yeah, probably have to move this because you guys can't see the Cyclops. You know, let me just take you along for a ride. Hopefully you brought maybe some ginger snaps or Dramamine. Hold on tight. What's up, Kick? That's a cool last name, Jennifer. Very cool. Remember, if you have nightmares, it's not because of this. Trust me, it's not. We're live in Fang's garage, and we are grabbing stuff that is necessary for the projects. Like this, very necessary. There it is. Need that. And I'll grab this. Okay. Yeah, I know. I need to sweep. So what? We're making progress. Canva? Okay. Very junky place, bro. Thank you, Kick. It is my man cave. Thank you, Cool Fusion. Someone actually lovingly referred to it as a layer. And I said, oh my gosh, it is a layer. There's the guard eyeball that is waiting for any intruders or extruders to try and escape out of the garage. But yeah, I prefer to call it a layer. But yeah, it is junky. So what? Guess what? Some good junk in here. Trust me, buddy. You came over right now, Kick, you'd be like, oh my gosh, dude. Let me actually look at your, is that Ryu? Is that supposed to be Ryu? Or I'm sorry, is that supposed to be Ken? Some version of Ken? On your name? On your profile picture? This is be Ken from Street Fighter? If so, I have a little treat for you, Kick. I have something that you can kick around in your mind all night long when you're having nightmares. How about these live streams? You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, where do you get that? Yes, Mad Scientist Lab, correct. Check this out, Kick. Have you ever seen this? Speaking of kicking, I don't know if that was a Ryu picture. How about that? Kick? You ever seen one of these? Pretty cool, right? Rock'em Sock'em Robot Street Fighter Edition. It works. Nice. Well, that was a good match, but I know, right? I don't know if that was a Street Fighter little Ken picture you have for your profile picture, but I got a little bit of everything for everyone, Kick, including you. Glad you're here, buddy. This guy, not so sure. That's my great uncle, and you know, he might not be as thrilled about you being here, Kick, but it's all right. Oh, nice, Ryu. Okay. I've always wanted to get one of the really nice articulating Street Fighter toys. I've never been like a expensive toy buyer. I usually buy toys for like absurdly cheap at the swap meet, and they're usually like missing half of the pieces. But yeah, I'd like to at some point buy one of those really nice Street Fighter toys. Okay, well, I could go about this the right way, or I could just try and drill it straight up. So, yeah, you know what, Jennifer? They were duking it out. We have fights live every Thursday night on Fang's Garage, but unfortunately, there was a little bit of an issue with somebody taking some supplements. Apparently, one of the fighters was taking a little bit of a little juice. If you know what I mean. You still here, Juice? You know anything about that? Taking a little bit of juice. We're talking orange. It's an orange fusion Kool-Aid juice that they were caught drinking. And as everybody knows, with Fang's Garage Fight Nights, you're only allowed to use Kool-Aids that are a single flavor. Cannot use a multiple flavor Kool-Aid or beverage on any sort of fight nights at Fang's Garage. So unfortunately, one of them is disqualified. I won't tell you which one, but you can make your guesses in the comments below. Let me drill this thing out real quick. just broke the drill bit and almost punctured the gas tank. That was cool. Okay, let me just go with plan C, since that was plan B. Let's see if we get a smaller bit on there. That was kind of an absurdly large bit I was trying to do. And this bit is a crazy dull. Okay. Just gonna throw these two bits out. And what is this? Well, maybe this one will work. Okay, let's try this one. Nice. The drill bit is totally slipping. Totally slipping in the chuck. This is the worst drill ever. Can literally only hand tighten it. Alright. Got that. I'm going to just quickly try and get this over with because I'm being a little bit loud and it is pretty late. Oh man, this is going to sound weird. That's too big of a drill bit. Crap. Well. All right, enough with the power tools for now. Throw these out. And throw these back over here. Surprised this mic has held on as long as it has. All right, let me try and put this on here. Let's see, I found the Street Fighter bank that played a theme song when a coin was inserted. Oh, that's so cool. And I see you bend the pins inward on your plugs to get them to stay in the cheap outlet. Yes. Roid Rage. Yes, exactly. Yes, it was Kool-Aid, Jennifer. Unfortunately, that was the illegal substance that was found. Sorry about that. Tried not to use any power tools, but unfortunately had to do it for a couple seconds. Let me get this little piece on here. Where did that other piece go? Oh, it fell on the floor. Crap. Not sure where the other little plastic piece fell. Here is the actual little choke knob that fell off. This choke knob is already, or the choke cable is already damaged. Also, the little tensioner on it is messed up. And I don't normally use the choke on this bike. When I start it anyways, I don't normally start without it. Let's see if I can find that little plastic piece that fell. That's nice. Completely halting the progress. Yes, I know. That drill bit was on its last limb. I was probably begging for me to end its little drill bit life, living in the garage, being tortured. Here it is, found it. But yeah, it got its wish tonight. It ended its drill bit career in Fang's garage, and unfortunately, had to go out in a violent way. But it was kind of a violent little drill bit to begin with. It was always causing fights with the other drill bits. It was always causing problems. It was stealing other drill bits' lunches sometimes at work, and they would never admit to it. And they were like, "I know it's you. You're the only one that would eat that food." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And he said, "We know that you like bologna sandwiches a lot, and you're constantly talking about bologna, and then my bologna sandwich is gone." He's like, "That's crazy. I would never just take someone's lunch at work. That's like insane. Who would do that?" Like, you would. You always talk about bologna. And then it kind of put me in the mood. I said, I haven't had bologna in a long time. And I went out and bought myself some bologna and decided to make a bologna sandwich. And all of a sudden, my bologna sandwich is gone. So, yeah, he was doing stuff already. So, he was already on his way out. He kind of knew. You can tell. You can tell when someone's like, I'm done. You can tell right off the bat. They start acting like it. You're like, oh my gosh, they're done. You ever seen someone like that where they're like, they're done? Like, what do you? And then your coworker's like, what are you talking about? They're done. You can tell. You can see it in their eyes. They are 100% done. They're gonna quit any day now. That's what that drill bit was thinking. Okay, got this in here. Oh, wow. It heard me talking about side quests in my real life. Except they're talking about in a video game. And I was talking about trying to put some fuel tank sealer on a little auxiliary fuel tank that I have. Probably won't get to that. Since it is getting very late already. But I will at least try and get this part on here. Let me see if I can finagle this a little bit more. I do like to do my fair share of finagling in my free time. I'm sure there's probably a couple finaglers watching right now. And just know, we're all in this together. We're figuring it out. It's Fang's Garage Live. And there's an ad. I cannot skip it. It's going to skip itself. Here we go. Figure this puzzle out. And maybe at some point get to ride it around. Have fun. What do you guys think? I've done a couple live video or live YouTube lives where I went and took the bike out and rode it live. And it was fun. Maybe I'll do that again sometime soon. What do you guys think? Took the scooter out. I'm going to be working on that next. The GY6 Lance Milan scooter for my buddy Andres. I will be checking the valves and making sure they're good. Making sure they're not too tight. I'm thinking that could be the issue. Maybe they are constantly open. From what I understand, they were saying if it runs like crap when it's hot, then it's probably the valves. So I'm thinking that it has to either be the valves, or I was thinking maybe it could be vapor locked. Maybe it's like something like that. Because when I was out test riding it the other day, it rode fine. As soon as I turned off the bike and tried to restart it, maybe 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later, it would not restart. I took the gas line off to inspect. Yeah, you can see this is a little bit short. Sorry guys, did not realize. You can see this is not quite long enough, but whatever. I'll just throw it on there like this. You grab my Windex. Yeah, I took the fuel line off to see if the fuel filter was full of fuel. And they have fuel in there. But it kind of like popped. That went on very easy, but when this dries, it'll be a little bit tighter on there. I'll wipe some of this off, speed it up. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is. It just seems so loose. Seems like crazy loose. Whatever. It'll dry up. It'll be a little short, but that's okay. But yeah, when I took off the fuel line, there was fuel in the fuel filter. But it started up right after that, almost as if there was like a vacuum pressure in there. Like the tank would not, was it like as if the tank wasn't venting. And then it rode around for a little bit longer and then it shut off. So, but I did put the new coil on it the other day, and the other day when it did shut off, it had no spark. So I'm thinking that was part of the issue, and now it could be maybe fuel delivery issue. I don't know. Let's see. What are you looking at, Dr. G? You're looking at a EX500 that I'm working on with Gizmo here. He's holding on to the little piece of sandpaper quite firmly. Yeah, working on this bike. Yeah, a couple other projects in the works here. Got some Marble Mystery Oil in the Vulcan 900. So that's all set up. I'm gonna let that sit probably until tomorrow at least, and then I will try and crank it over. And if I do, I will at least, if I'm not live, make a short about it and see if it works. But for now, these handlebars are essentially installed, besides one little bolt being tightened up. See if I tightened that up. I thought where did I put that ratchet? I think this needs to go down a little bit. I don't know how much farther down it can go. It's got the clutch cable, or I mean I keep calling it the clutch cable, the enricher cable, sitting there blocking it. I'm obviously going to relocate all that junk. I'll make a little knob on the handlebar somewhere else or something. Okay. Let me show you guys what the bars look like now. Now that the controls are pretty much installed. Yeah, Troy Gizmo is chilling. He's hanging out behind the windshield. 10 trumpet salute for the drill bit. Yep, it is served its purpose. Yes, you are right. Kick no tomorrow indeed. So what do you guys think? Here's the new handlebars. He's trying to straighten it out a little bit. Looks pretty cool. Nice. So for riding on it, essentially be like this. Let me see if I can do this. Essentially be like this. What do you guys think? That's pretty cool. Obviously the paint is all messed up. That's the original color, blue. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks fun to ride. Probably take it out for a ride tomorrow. And if I do, I will definitely do it live. Maybe it'll be in the daytime, maybe at nighttime. I'm not sure. We'll see how Gizmo's feeling and see if he's still hungry tomorrow. Yep, won't let you down for sure. The job is done. And looks pretty cool. Let me try and back up without knocking stuff over. Looks pretty cool. Looks a little more sporty. Obviously, I'm missing a mirror on this side, so I'll probably take this one off and then maybe put like some mirrors mounted up here or something, because I'm planning on taking this whole front fairing off and then maybe putting on that fairing right there, that blue one, or that purple one or whatever, kind of dark blue purple, and taking this whole front piece off and then making it into some sort of Mad Max looking bike. That's the plan. That's kind of funny. People commented the other day, like, isn't it kind of late to be working on the bikes? And usually I'm not drilling or anything past like 10:30. But literally just heard somebody smacking a piece of what I assume was a piece of metal with a hammer. Sounds like they were crafting something, maybe forging some sort of weapon or something. But yeah, they don't care out here, not as much. But I do try and be courteous to my neighbors. And if you are watching and you are my neighbor, my bad. I'm trying to be quiet. I really am trying to be quiet right now. I know I had to use the drill, and I know I broke the drill bit, but I really am trying to be quiet right now. I'm seriously trying to be very quiet, so. Okay, let me just get this wrapped up real quick. Also, I don't know, maybe I won't work on the bikes tomorrow. I plan on at least working on the GY6 a little bit, but I might go do something else, who knows. I'm at least going to check the valves on Andres' scooter, because I know he's itching to ride and I'm itching to get that bike back over to him. So I'm gonna at least try and get that done, and if it'd be nice if I could at least get it, maybe get it delivered to him tomorrow. Who knows? Got the second handlebar off. That's cool. You grab the first one that I took off earlier today. Got these two taken off. These are the original handlebars for the EX500. So these will go into the scrap pile. If you guys want to check out that video where I took off the stock bars or any of my other live stuff, if you want to check out the one from earlier today in particular, it probably won't be out until sometime tomorrow. It takes YouTube live videos like at least I think like 24 hours to process and everything. So yeah. But there's plenty of other content and or contraband with all the other live stuff that we've been doing with the Kawasaki Vulcan, the pit bike, the BMW, got that one running. Right now, I'm going to do a little game of musical, do a little musical chairs with the motorcycles. We'll start off with the exercise bike. Nice, this goes here. Oh yeah, I can put these spark plugs in real quick. Quickly put these back in. Okay, that was fairly easy. Much easier putting it back on there. Throw this one back in. It's another late night at Fang's garage. We're making it happen. Should probably take this helmet inside since it's probably filled with spider eggs. My favorite. It's a great source of protein, spider eggs. Check us out at spidereggsprotein.com/Fang's Garage. Can't forget Gizmo. He's coming with. He still has the sandpaper. He's not letting go. Trying not to let the center stand swing up and slam into the frame and be all loud. Nice. Okay, so that will have to go down a little bit more. It's just barely hitting the windshield. Oh well. Figure it out later. Nice. That's good. Dang, that looks cool. Cool. I've been wanting to do that for like at least 6 months.
There's a cooking schedule scale for 50 guests, and also you're free.
All right, let me just put this away real quick. Let me read through some of your comments real quick. Yep, that's it. All caught up. Nice. We've got April O'Neil and the TMNT crew here ready for another adventure at Fang's garage. Oh man. Edgar Allan Poe is getting his nightcap on. He always wears these funny little pajamas, or the little footsie pajamas. It's kind of cute. And believe it or not, he has a little sleeping cap. Kind of like, what's the guy's name? Ebenezer Scrooge from that movie. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the likes on the video, and thanks for all the advice on the bikes and the projects. Me and Courtney here, we're building a little homemade spaceship out back. It's actually kind of a little rocket thing. I don't know if the parachute is working, but we're gonna go try and see how far